morning, everyone. You are listening to Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum Segal Network. I'm going to promise you we're going to have an action-packed show today, so sit back, relax, or pick up a knife and chop and cook and enjoy the next 1 hour ride we've got in front of you. 4 fantastic guests, and I can't wait to have them on the show. It's really 5, but yeah, we'll see how that all pans out. Stick around. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Naomi Nachman. I'm about all the food all the time. I love to shop for it, cook it, eat at restaurants, anything food related. I'm a personal chef. I cater for people for Yontif. I run chop competitions. I wrote 2 cookbooks. Yes, 2 books. I cannot believe it. Perfect Flavors just hit 1 year old. I can't believe it's been a year since that's come out. I hope you'll tune in every week and hear about my exciting cooking adventures, kosher food traveling, and sharing your great food ideas and recipes, and hearing from my incredible, absolutely fantastic guests. Feel free to be in touch with me. Email me, naomi@nachumsegal.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and my website, and all the exciting things that goes on in this day and age right here on the Nachum Segal Network. Okay, I'm just going to jump straight into it. I just want to talk very quickly about the winner from last week's cookbook. And the winner, do we have a drum roll? ZK, no drum roll. Do we have a clap? Yeah, do we have a clap? Okay. And the winner is, I'll do the drum roll on the desk. Whoops, I knocked the camera, ZK. Whoops. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Okay, no. Okay, I'm good. Sorry. And the winner for the Daniela Silva Variations, her 3rd cookbook, is Miriam Pascal. Congratulations, Miriam. You are going to be getting that book. You're going to message me after the show, and then we'll get that book sent out to you. A big shout out to Pepper Crust in Muncie. I absolutely loved your restaurant. I was there with my kosher fest gals, and I had a brilliant meal. We had so much fun, and we are looking forward to making it another destination kosher restaurant, because we really had amazing cocktails. Besides the food and the ambiance is outstanding. The ambiance is unreal. The bar and the drinks, woohoo, they were incredible. We were one very happy bunch of girls when we went to eat. Just a reminder to everyone, I'm going to Pesach on a program in Greece, in Rhodes, and I'd love you all to join me. They are phenomenal. It's a phenomenal location. They have got phenomenal prices. Just call up and say you're one of Naomi Nachman's listeners. You'll be guaranteed an extra special price. So please reach out to them. You can email me and I'll put you in touch, or you can email me them through Instagram, Kosher Travelers. And next week I'm going to Australia. So while this is airing, I'm going to be in Sydney. It's going to be about 90 degrees. I'm sorry to make you all jealous, but I'm going to see my mummy and my daddy and my aunts and uncles and cousins and BFFs, Racheli and Devorah. I'm coming to see you too. So Maz and Mick, Myra and Kathy, all the great people that I've got to come and see. But it's time for me to go. I haven't been to Oz in 5.5 years. ZK, I wish we could do a show from there. I think we have though, right? We did it through headsets and Skypes, but yeah, amazing. So I'm really excited. Okay, let's dive right into it. I've got on the line. I am her first interview since the release of her 3rd book, but her 5th book that she's photographed, because 2 of them are mine and 3 of them are her own. There are not many people on planet Earth, and I'm talking literally planet Earth, who are able to write a book, style a book, and photograph a book. I want to welcome back to Table for Two, Miriam Pascal, overtime cook and author of the brand new book being released today, More Real Life Kosher Cooking. Hello, Miriam.
Hi, Naomi. So good to talk to you.
I cannot believe that you can't even come into the studio. Tell them why.
So right now I am in Art Scroll, my publisher. I took a little break to come talk to you on the radio, but I spent most of yesterday, and I will probably spend all of today, signing all the pre-orders. I had a special that if you pre-ordered a book, you could get it signed by me. And I'm wondering if I'm crazy, because I've been signing for probably 6 hours now, and I don't think I'm halfway through.
Oh, Miriam, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. You're going to sell out in like 5 minutes. I'm already, they're already turning on the printers again for a second printing. I know it's going to be a sellout ASAP.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I hope so.
Tell us about why you decided to write another book.
So that's a very good question. And the answer is really that, is it crazy to say I'm a little bit addicted to writing cookbooks?
Right. So for me, that has passed. That ship has sailed for me.
I'll tell you what it is specifically. I love the process of creating recipes.
Right.
So the end of the cookbook, where there's editing and proofreading, because you've done it twice,
right,
is so difficult.
Torture.
I hate it.
Torture.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible editor. I mean, I'm actually, Baruch Hashem, I'm a good writer, but I'm not good at like the proofreading thing. Like, I don't see the mistakes. I just see it the way it's supposed to be. And I hate that.
Right.
But
it's hard. Can we just yeah.
Yeah, we have to give a shout out to
Mrs. Eisner. Yeah, you read my mind.
Editor in the world.
Mrs. Felice Eisner, we absolutely love and adore you.
She's so dedicated to the books. Like yesterday when I got my first copy and she came with me to the warehouse to see the book with me, and like she gave me a hug, and I was like, there's not many people who appreciate what this means more than her.
Yeah, absolutely.
She really puts her heart and soul into the books that she edits, and she's amazing. But so the thing is that when I get to that stage, I don't enjoy that. But the process of creating new recipes, I love it. That's just, I can't turn it off,
Right.
Like, I promised myself I'm not starting to write another cookbook for a long time because I need a break. I'm overworking myself.
Yeah.
But I can't turn my brain off. I just want to make new recipes. I'm addicted to that idea of creating recipes for people to share and to enjoy.
And you have your blog, and you get to do that on your blog as well. But to put it in writing and print is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, and it's also like a unique challenge because with my blog, the space is unlimited. I could put up 10,000 recipes if I wanted. There's no end to the space. With a book, it's like a special challenge because you have 304 pages, I think it is. And you have to fill exactly 304 pages, and you have to make sure it's well-rounded. So you have to really think about it. Like, do I have enough meat and chicken recipes? Or I don't want to have too many, salads because then I won't have enough mains. I want to make sure there's enough of nice recipes for Yontif, but I also want to make sure I have plenty of weekday recipes. It's like that balancing act. I love it. That's like what I live for.
Right. It's amazing. And Miriam, like the fact that you did your cookbook, my photographs, another book for you, another book for me, another book for you.
Yeah.
I feel like you haven't really had much of a great.
Cookbooks. It's crazy,
it's
right?
It's amazing. It's really incredible that for when did Something Sweet come out?
Something Sweet 4 years ago. It came a little over 4 years ago.
So we're talking 5 books.
End of August.
5 books in 4 years. 3 full writing them and 2 photographing. It's pretty intense. And you've kept up
it really
with
is.
all your other jobs.
I need a vacation.
Miriam, I'll go with you anywhere, anytime.
Okay, let's book it right now.
Come with me to Rhodes, Miriam.
Maybe the listeners should write in and suggest where Miriam and Naomi should go together on vacation.
I think that's a great idea, but come with me to Rhodes, Miriam. It's non-gebrachs, my program.
Oh,
yes.
Maybe I will.
I'm serious, and it's amazing, and it's such a good price.
Maybe I will.
Okay.
I really want to spend Yontif with my family. So
I'm your family, right?
You are.
I'm not a blood Pascal, but Miriam's like Nachman.
You're my second mommy.
I'm the second mummy. Everybody knows we are very, very close friends. When you do a book together, you become part of the family. But we already were close before. So Miriam, just really congratulations. We're really proud of you. So excited, and we're going to have you in the studio after,
and I'll bring some goodies when I come.
In the next month or so. We look forward to having you on, and you'll cook for me, and remind Goldie to send me a book overnight.
Yes, I will do
I just need one.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay,
thank you so much, Naomi.
All right, thanks so much.
Have a great day.
Bye, Miriam. Congratulations. Guys, you can get Real Life Kosher Cooking right now on Amazon, Artscroll, or your local Judaica store. That is absolutely great news for Miriam. Her book has come out. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Table for Two. We have joining us in the studio, we have Nutella Eats, a.k.a. Natalie Breyer, and Shifra and Shlomo Klein from Fleischix Magazine. And joining us is going to be on the phone in a little bit to give us a little bit of information about his upcoming Hanukkah trip. Every year we have Rabbi Benny Rapoport talking about kosher Pocono. We're very excited to have him on the show as well in a little while. So let me just say hello to everyone. How's it going, guys? Everyone's good? Good. Everyone's good. Clients, I have presents for you. I went to the farmer's market and I just thought, busy weekend coming up and, So this show is going to air next Friday. So while we're here in Manhattan today, it's a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So just to give you a little bit, because I'm not going to be here. We're not going to air this show on Friday Thanksgiving. I feel like bracha levatala, like no one's going to be there.
We're talking about the after effects of the turkey.
So we're talking about the after effects of the turkey, which haven't really happened yet, right? We're doing a bit of a time warp, and everyone is listening to this. I'm actually in Sydney, Australia, and it's Shabbos day already. Wow. So anything that we talk about now, I'm actually, it's Shabbos. So there you go. All right. So I have with me Natalie Breyer from London, England. We met about 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe it was a week ago. Was it last week?
Yeah, it was only last week.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I feel like I've known you for ages. Really? It was last week?
We're sisters in arms.
Kosher.com was last week.
It was.
Oh, my God, that is
met
crazy.
Natalie in Cake and Crumbs a few weeks ago.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, she's like, yeah, that's right.
Where's that? Where's Cake and Crumbs?
The new bakery on Central Avenue.
I was with the kosher guru, and then we stopped by and said hello to you.
Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, I didn't even know about... I'm like, must have missed the boat on that one, Cake and
Crumbs. You obviously don't follow my cheesecake escapades.
I don't know. I don't know where I was this week. It's funny. I haven't watched so many stories on Instagram this week. We are all avid Instagrammers in the studio right now. So let's talk to Natalie. Natalie and I did a show on kosher.com. She's a trained pastry chef. She has a degree from the University of London in tax. She's an accountant.
No, my degree's in social psychology, but I've worked for a number of years in tax afterwards. Don't ask.
She's very smart. She's also a huge networker, and that is my thing. I always say Naomi networking, Nachman, and I've met my match over here with her. She's made shidduchim through food. She has a rising star in the culinary world in America, but I believe already in the London, you've already got a whole thing going over there. So welcome to Table for Two.
Lovely to be here, Naomi.
How are you? So tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay.
We spoke a little bit about on kosher.com.
We did.
But that show won't air for till Pesach, because we did a Pesach show.
Okay. So I trained as a chef when I was 16, but the precursor to that is my mum and her hate of plasticine. She refused to let me play with anything gooey. So she gave me real dough to play with and cookie cutters. So from the age of 2, I was busy in the kitchen making cookies. Then I graduated to novelty cakes, and then I graduated to gâteaux. And by the time I was...
What's gâteaux? Tell us.
Oh, French patisserie. And by the time I was 12, I could cook a full meal from beginning to end. Soup to nuts, as they say over here.
I love that. Amazing.
So my parents thought, well, she seems to have the gift, so let's send her to culinary school for formal training. So I did that for 2 years, from 16 to 18, and I did a subspecialty in pastry. Then I went to the London School of Economics. I did a degree in psychology. For my thesis, I looked at family stability and eating together, and what the more you eat together, the more stable you are. I looked at Jewish families, and we do eat together a lot more than the average, so it does help families stick together when they eat together. Okay,
I always say that. Families that eat together stay together. We eat dinner every night at 7 p.m.
Same. It was like that in London as well with my parents.
Even now, like every night, 7 o'clock, my husband walks in at 10 to 7. We sit down to eat at 7. And if there's no food, because I've got a crazy life that goes on, I'll order in or go out to eat, but it always happens at 7. Right. My kids will know no matter what happens, Mum's going to feed us at 7.
Okay. So I looked at, back in the day, I looked at how technology interferes with eating together and conversations at the table. And back in 1996, all there was really the microwave and the television. So it'd be really interesting to repeat that study today with all the modern technology that we've got going on.
Right, it's terrible.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Right, like we really try very hard. Like I'll Instagram what's on the table.
Right, and then
like,
that's it.
And then I put my phone at the other end of the kitchen.
Yeah, you have to
there is one thing that's been consistent.
Shlomi Klein from Fleischitz magazine is joining us.
There's one thing that's been consistent between us all.
Yes.
And that is Vegemite and Marmite.
Right. Oh my gosh.
That was around then. It's still around now.
Shlomi's South African. I totally didn't realize this. Shlomi's South African.
We've got the full Commonwealth here.
Natalie's English and I'm Aussie.
Yeah.
Who were we missing? What's still left in the Commonwealth? Canada?
Yeah.
What else is left?
And
all those little
cricket.
islands, right? A little bit of
some former
cricket.
colonies, maybe.
Some former colonies. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, so let's talk about this whole matchmaking thing that you're into now.
Okay, well, I fell into it by accident initially. My cousin made a brunch at his new apartment on a Sunday morning, and in walked somebody, and I said, "What about her for you?" And he said, "Oh, no, she doesn't pay me any attention." So I said, "Try a bit harder," and he did, and they got married and got 2 kids, and it's been about 14 years. So
Beautiful.
I thought, that's nice. And then my brother wanted to get married, so I was living in New York, and I found him the most fabulous American girl, and they got married, and so it wasn't a fluke anymore. So we're up to 7.
That's amazing.
And
It's amazing.
and most of the time, I do these fix-ups around food.
Fix up. Have you noticed that?
Fix-ups.
That's English for set up.
Yeah.
I'll set you up.
There's always food involved. Either I'll host a dinner at home, a dinner party, or a Friday night Shabbos dinner. I created a concept at Shul in London and St John's Wood called Friday Night Chic, where we put on the most fabulous events. They were like weddings. They were
I'm
themed.
hungry.
And people met at those, and they got married as well. So food's a really good icebreaker. And I'm all about getting people together around food. So it doesn't have to be for love. It can be for friendship. It can be for business. But it's a great networking tool.
I love that. I mean, I'm with you all the way. Food and networking, getting people together is my jam, and I'm even using jam, which is a food, as part of my pun. Okay, so this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, you've been written up in the Jerusalem Post.
Yep.
You've been on
Jewish Chronicle.
You've been on TV.
I've been on
you
Israeli
do cooking
TV.
demos. I think you're going to.
Yes.
Tell us about the.
Okay, so
what's going on?
Okay, so
in Israel,
I've been running around the world. 2 weeks ago, we did a pastry demo. We did non-dairy desserts because people are always looking for things to make Friday night and Shabbos lunch that are not dairy, and that can be a bit tricky. But really good at that. So I work with a Savoy pastry chef. Savoy is one of the swankiest hotels in London. If you ever hear about English tea, Savoy is where you go.
I actually heard they have a kosher tea. You can go and have a kosher afternoon tea at the Savoy Hotel. I want to go do that. I'll be in London in January.
I'm in.
I know, we're going.
Like a proper tea with tea.
With sandwiches and cakes. Yeah,
I think we should really do that.
We need to do that. So that was lovely. And then next week I'm going back to England for a hop, and then off to Israel. And I've got a Chinese chef flying in from Shanghai, and her family Buddhist, so they've been vegan forever. And she's going to show us how to make really good, tasty vegan food in Renana.
Okay, so if people that are listening are in Israel, where can they see?
So they should email me. They can email Natalie at Natella, that's Natella eats.com.
And if people have any trouble, you know how to reach me, Naomi at nachumsiegel.com, and I'll forward that on to you.
Lovely. Thanks, Naomi.
That sounds so exciting. Like, you really have a lot going on. Jetting around the world.
And then next year, I'm working on a supper club. So
2020.
2020, watch out. There's going to be a supper club in New York, downtown, in a really cool venue. The dining room fits 20, but the jazz club downstairs fits 150. So we're going to do a combination event.
I see Shlomi's brain already. It's cranking.
At work.
It's cranking. It's cranking.
Two separate events?
No, it's going to be one following the other. So we'll start off with dinner, and that will be with an interesting chef that will cook.
Upstairs.
Chef's table, dessert table. And then we'll go downstairs, and there'll be more people invited. And I'm working with Shulam Lemma, so watch this space.
Shulam Lemma, the singer. Well, we should have him on the show when he can sing, and we can feed him and tie it all together.
Yeah.
Because we are a food show.
And then I'm going to do a demonstration with my most favourite food. So Doris from My Most Favourite Food is going to come work with me. We're looking at Essex Market, the kitchen over there, for a demo. And last but not least, I'm going to pull together a networking event on Sunday mornings for an hour at Pattis on the Upper West Side.
What do we say? Pattis, right? And she says Pattis.
So that's going to be for...
We should all be saying Pattis.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, we're all Commonwealth.
Yeah, right. Pattis. I'm in America so long, but I still say oregano and not oregano.
I say oregano as well.
Yeah.
Basil.
Basil.
No, I say basil because I never use the word at home.
Basil.
Nappies, diapers. Okay. We digress from food.
Okay, so it's going to be for entrepreneurs. who want to network for an hour over excellent coffee and cake once a month on a Sunday morning.
I'm so there. This sounds amazing. I love Pattis.
Yeah, their stuff is great.
That's great. We were there. I've been there. I was with Shifra there. We went before the sun rose.
Yes, that's
Shifra,
right.
come
That was
on.
a while ago.
She's like, when was I there
When
with
did
you?
that happen?
It was so early in the morning. We did the Bobcat crawl with Naomi Ross. I want to say Naomi
woke up
TGIS.
super early.
Me, Shifra,
Kayla.
We left when it was still dark out.
Yes. I drove
Yes,
to your house.
that's
We
right.
switched my car to your car. This was pitch black. It was
That's right.
literally 4:30 in the morning.
And we went there for babka.
Went there for Bobcat, but we went
We ended
there
up
for
enjoying
everything.
the other stuff.
Right.
And it was all.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all good. That was
Yeah,
it was
really good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Kosher. Don't tell anyone, but Kosher Fest is right near Pattis. So if you go to Kosher Fest,
What do you say when you say it's near?
10-minute drive.
Yeah, but it's really
Shifra,
nearby.
we
They
went.
went,
We
yeah.
went in the morning, 10 minutes away.
Oh,
Then
how
she came
smart.
back. It was brilliant
That is very
because
smart.
we had till 10 o'clock to get into Kosher Fest.
I
So
really
we-
enjoyed like the proper food. Like the mini quiches were outstanding.
Everything was
And we
really
had some kind of
Breakfasts.
croissant, like a steamed cheese omelet in the croissant. It was
Oh,
like,
that was really good.
yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm getting really.
So
I was already hungry.
You had
It's been-
lox stuffed in a croissant.
Yeah.
Oh.
With a cream cheese on top.
Yum.
I lived in New York for 9 years, up to 2011, and getting good kosher pastry in those days was a problem, but not anymore.
Right. You should just today when we were at the market, Natalie and I went to the farmers market this morning. They have a kosher stand there of a kosher bakery.
who's that? Bread alone?
No,
Delicace Patisserie.
so you have to
And,
say it with a bit of a French accent. I'm Aussie. I'll destroy it. They have
Jazzy
excellent.
told me about it.
It's not Chalav Israel, but they have gluten-free
And
stuff.
Parev.
And parv. Amazing. I
Yep.
bought one to eat
Yeah,
on the train on the way
I ate
home.
most of mine already.
Yeah.
What's the baked goods scene like in England? I mean, when I was there, like I think it was 98, 99, we were eating what are they
You
called?
had Kaczynski.
Digestives.
You had
No,
digestives.
98 and 99. We're
Something
talking
like that.
20 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
So
So you had digestives from Rakuzans.
Digestives.
digestives.
Just
it
the
sounds
name.
awful. My mechutin, he's English. Paul Sassini, shout out to you, Paul. He's British, and someone bought me digestives. Jenny Hollander, Jenny Cakes London, bought me some digestives because I needed it for a recipe. And
Cheesecake.
or the chocolate cake with the Prince William's chocolate cake
Use it for
wedding
the-
cake, with the chocolate and the digestives. And I tried making it with non-digestive biscuits,
Doesn't
and
work.
it doesn't work.
Doesn't
it has to
work.
be. It falls
But
apart.
they're good biscuits. Just
Excellent.
that name
And
is scary.
He loves it. He loved it. He's like, "Where did you get digestives from?" He goes, "Yeah, I get here. Take
Yeah.
them all."
So yeah, we've gone a bit further than digestives. We have dozens of bakeries in London, and we've got one that is dedicated to French patisserie, and it's really good. So
I'm very excited. I'm
yeah.
coming to London.
I'll give Naomi the tour.
I'll be in London the middle of January, 11th through the 15th, on my way to Israel. I'm doing 3 shows, 2 for Chana and 1 for Chazak. So if you need more information, we'll keep you tuned, and you can follow along or email me if you are one of my London listeners, or Manchester or Gateshead. I'm learning all the differences between everything. And I want to do a food crawl. My kids are expecting it. My little Leora did a food crawl through Cape Town last winter break. So this winter break, she's doing one through London. Nebuchadnezzar, what a life she lives.
Yeah.
11 years old.
All right, I'll lead the way. Don't
You'll
worry,
lead the
Naomi.
way.
I will lead the way, Naomi.
Okay, is there a big London food scene?
Yeah.
Do you have like
Yeah.
the smoke houses like we
No.
have? Well, that's very American.
Yeah, it's not as developed as it is over here. And Israel these days is absolutely tremendous. But London's getting there. Reuben's, the iconic restaurant, just reopened on Baker Street.
They did. I've actually been there with my parents. I've been to London 3 times, but not in 20 years.
Right. So after 40 years, they shut, and everyone was really disappointed. But
Yeah.
6 months later,
Rebranded.
no, still the same brand, but revamped. It's really good. I got to take you there as well.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
I actually bumped into someone in Gourmet Glatt, and he was taking back some charcuterie and stuff to London. He's familiar with the magazine, and he really likes it. His complaint was in London they don't have sausages, they don't have the beef bacon. I was actually very surprised to hear how many different products they can't get.
Right, you should know. I
I
did
just said can't for some reason.
You're right.
Very bad influence.
We're making you South African again. I did a recipe and I posted it. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, and I put it in.
saw the big
But
bacon
Estee's
on it.
group with the bacon, with the Jack's bacon, Jack's bacon. People want to know what it is, and I said beef fry, and they're like, what's beef fry? Like, I'm getting a lot of questions. Can I do it with pastrami? I can't get it in my neighborhood. So probably in London or Australia, they can't get it either. What cut of meat is it? The underbelly or something,
Yeah, the
right?
navel.
But I'm actually talking to, there's a guy from London setting up K-Trade, which is like the kosher
Yes.
fest.
Right. I met
We
him
wanna
last
go to
week.
that.
And we're actually talking about helping set up the companies to be able to bring their stuff to England, because I think the FDA and all the different rules and regulations is the tricky thing.
Yeah.
Right.
They're getting a lot of products from the States, but when it comes to refrigerated stuff, meat and stuff like that, it's a little bit more complicated.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. It's very hard to export meat. I know you can bring meat from Australia to America, but not from Europe to America. I had meat from Italy thrown in the garbage, like all the cool charcuteries garbage. I'm like, because I declared it, I should have shut my mouth.
When we bring biltong from South Africa,
Yes.
we like 16 bags and all these different other tricks we shouldn't really be saying on the air.
Yeah. I'm sure that. I'm not going to keep my mouth quiet. I've already been. I came back from Miriam Schreiber's legacy tours. Miriam, I went with her to Korea and Japan. She runs an amazing tour on Kosher Legacy, and I had in my I brought back with me something to eat on the plane, a tuna, tomato, and lettuce sandwich. I didn't finish the whole thing, so I left it in my hand luggage. The dog at JFK smelled it. They pulled me aside. They go, if this happens to you again, you'll lose your global entry card. I was like, I cannot afford to lose that card. I travel a lot. So, yeah, be careful when you travel with food.
But you brought me biltong.
Shh. I put him back like a cow in my suitcase. Yeah. Natalie, thank you so much for talking with us. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk to Shifra and Shlomi now. A little bit
Fantastic.
about their incredible magazine. And then we're going to get Rabbi Rapoport on the phone in a little bit to talk about Pocono Kosher. Okay. All right. Shifra, Shlomi, can we move seats around? Sure. All right. I just want to say I'm super excited that I have a nice little article in Fleischik's magazine this month, the travel article. Donnie Klein is the guest editor, and I did a piece about traveling when there's no kosher food, what you need to take with you. So,
From Iceland, because he's back there now after 11 years.
all right, it's cool that he went back. I'm holding, this is what I wanted, all 5 coffees. I want to take a photo against that.
Oh, that's cool.
But there's more than just 5.
Oh, yeah.
Just the 5 most recent.
Right. They have done an incredible job. Guys, I haven't had you in the studio in a while. Unfortunately, our times haven't worked out.
That's right.
You're here, you're there, I'm here, you're there. So I finally was able to get you in the show. Let's talk about Fleischik's from the beginning. It's a year old now, right? We're singing happy birthday. Right.
Yeah, we are. We like
We're not
time
singing
when
happy birthday, but yes, we'll take it.
Right? Aren't
yes,
you
a year.
old?
We are a year old. A year has passed. It's been like it feels like 2 months. That's why we're just
It
like
feels like 2 months, but it also
Yeah.
feels like, I don't know, it feels like it's been around for
a
much
lifetime.
longer
So
also.
it's like
Right.
a combination.
Okay, so you started, in the magazine business. How many years ago? With
10 years.
Betavon?
10 years.
10 years.
Betavon. That's also a milestone number. You've
Yeah.
got the credibility. You've got like backbone behind
Yeah.
you. 10 years. You started with Betavon, and then
We started with Betavon magazine, which was like our side passion project. We did it out of our Brooklyn apartment. The kitchen that we worked out of, people would not believe what we produced out of that.
We have those pictures saved. Like
Yeah,
we actually have
we have
pictures.
to.
One day
post
we'll do a
it. Yeah,
post.
one day we'll share it.
I love to
It's
see.
very, very cool.
Crazy.
Our kitchen is beyond what even what New Yorkers could imagine.
It's like
So-
I've seen what's she actually has a blog and she has a cookbook from
Smith and Kitchen?
Smith and Kitchen. She shows her kitchen.
Yeah.
Her kitchen is like huge compared to what we
Yeah.
had to work with.
So we worked, and then we joined forces with Jamie Geller and worked on Joy of Kosher for quite some years. And then we started Fleischik's. Fleischik's was like the culmination of everything.
You know what?
That's what it
I think
was.
Fleischik's took the world by storm.
Yeah.
Whenever, I do a lot of demos and on book tour and chop competitions. I always talk about different things that I do in my life and things that I'm involved with and friends. So I always give Fleischik's a shout out and people go, woo, from the back. Always. There's never
Yeah.
a show that comes back without a
incredible.
woo from Fleischik's.
Yeah.
Like people are loving it.
Well, you always talk about networking, and we've seen that come around big time. I mean, when we launched Fleischik's, and we were actually able to count on all the people and relationships that we, spent time and helped out over the years. It really came back to help, to
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think like a big part of what we try to do with Fleischiks, because like we're living in 2019, 2020, which is like the age of Google and Instagram. So our biggest challenge is, and that's really what drives us, and I think what people respond to, is that we're putting together a collection which we call ungoogleable content. Like you're not going to think to like Google kosher in Iceland, but then we have an article talking about that, or like destination weddings. Destination weddings.
I thought that was
kosher. That was
brilliant.
like, yeah. And so, and the idea of even destination weddings, if whoever reads the whole article, I'm talking to people who read like snippets, you'll see that it's something that's attainable to people on a budget too, which was the point. It's not just for people who have millions of dollars at their disposal.
Right.
Which was so cool
I thought fantastic. I thought that was great. You know, weddings can be so expensive, but you know, you go abroad and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like Pesach programs. The American programs are more expensive than the European programs by a lot.
That's interesting.
It's way cheaper to go to Greece for Pesach. I'm not just saying it. Natalie's agreeing. It's way cheaper to go to Greece for Pesach, including tickets, than going to Florida with your family.
Wow, that's a really cool tip.
There's an Israeli program in Thailand, the Thailand Pesach program. It's not the most extravagant, but also very cost effective.
I think it's the Australian Pesach Australia is going to Thailand also. I want to say. I think I just saw that. I have to get them on the phone and find out the scoop about that. You know, but look, there's something for everyone. You want to have extravagant in America, you can go extravagant. You want to go extravagant in Europe, there's something for everyone on every 100%. Budget. That's the beauty about the kosher industry these days. There's something for everyone because people are
It's really incredible. Yeah.
Okay, what's been the hardest challenge of putting out another magazine?
The hardest challenge?
Timing, schedule.
Yeah, that is the hardest thing.
We used to come out with 6 issues a year, and now we're doing 11. It just like...
Yeah, it's a killer.
Right, like you feel like you're always on. Yeah. Right, for me, like a book had a timestamp and I'm done. And then your book tour, this is every week a new book.
Yeah, every month we're coming out pretty much. We don't have 1 month a year because of like the whole Pesach Shavuos timeline. But was it because of that? I forgot
yes, it was.
I think so. But it's really been, and we're also operating on, like, we don't have like a huge team of people. It's like it's not like
it's an interesting balance. We work for ourselves, which is like really cool because my parents come into town and I want to take them out. We have the time to do that. But then on the flip side, we're up till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Here's the nicest parents. Actually, you have also the nicest parents, Shifra. I know both of their parents.
It's a war of the nice. Yeah.
Baruch Hashem. That's why they're nice. That's why they're nice, because they have nice parents.
No, but because it's a very interesting challenge and balance, because you get to work for yourself. You make your own schedule, but you end up working at times that other people may not be. But it's very rewarding. It really is. It's great. We're really enjoying it. It is a big challenge, though.
Yeah. That's what we would say.
Okay, what's the easiest thing?
The easiest
thing is for Shifra to come up with content.
Right, I feel like you have a lot.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that I would say was a challenge too.
Why?
Because, and you could ask all the editors that I work with, because every day I give them more content to edit. I'm like, we have to do more. We have to do more.
Cutting back.
I'm controlling myself because I just want to share so much with the readers. But like in a magazine, it's not a book; it's a magazine. So I always have to remind myself that. Like,
right, but you can save it for a different edition.
100%.
It's interesting because we sometimes get people commenting they would like to see more recipes, they would like to see more of this or that. When you actually compare the content that we have in a regular issue, if we were comparing it to a Bon Appetit or a mainstream publication, it could probably be another 20 pages bigger just with ads based on the content that's in there.
Right.
So
how do you balance ads and content? I'm sure that's a
we started off, one of the biggest feedbacks we got was people don't want to see too many ads, although ads support a magazine.
I was going to say, don't the ads help publish? Natalie's like nodding her head.
Yeah, you need the ads, but
you can talk too. You've got a microphone there. This is not over for you.
Conversation. So basically people don't want to see too many ads, but at the same time the ads are a big part of the business. So we actually slated a limited amount of pages to start off this year for ads. I mean, it's twofold. Honestly, it's like gives us a realistic goal of what we would like to achieve, and then we feel like we achieved it. But also
people
the readers
don't like to be sold. They don't want to
be like flooded with ads. So we try to balance.
It's the same on Instagram also.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's very interesting because I mean we can go on this topic for hours. If you look at Is it Vogue? Like some of these other
Oh,
fashion
the Vogue
magazines.
September issue is ads.
It's just ads.
like you're reading
Yeah.
it up to page 70.
Is her microphone on, ZK?
Yeah, up to like page 70, you're literally flipping through ads. And I feel like people somehow almost look forward to those ads, become editorials on their own, which could be a good goal
That's
for us.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
We could work on something like
yeah.
that.
Where the ads become so interesting, the companies are producing these special ads for this issue.
Right,
Because
interesting.
it's like this hype. It's
Well,
very
that's
cool.
actually what we really enjoy doing, is putting marketing for a company by doing content.
Yeah, that's the best. But also, even with ads, like Shlomi spends a lot of time figuring out where to put the ads. There's a lot of thought that goes behind it. We don't just dump the ads in the magazine. It's very thought out and intentional. Like, where is this ad going to go? Where does it make sense? We really care for the
that would be
client
a
and
thing,
for the
I
reader
think, though, right?
experience.
It's a very big thing. Most companies, at least in the Hamish market, they want the front of the magazine. Then you have some people you can see have a bit more experience. They'll actually want the back or the back inside cover, because a lot of people actually flip through it starting from the back. And
then there's
you
Really?
also, like, if you know there's going to be a hot article or something people are really
That's what I push
focusing
for.
on, and there's an ad right next door to that, that ad is going to do, I think, perform better than
in our
something-
opinion, if
yeah.
you're a meat company, you want to be in the butcher's cut article.
Right.
Right.
And you're steering at it and you're reading the information, and anyone who's picking up our magazine is going to read that article, because that's
Right.
what we're about. So, yeah, it's really interesting.
So you have every week, every month,
Yes.
you have certain article topics,
Yes.
like the butcher's cut.
Yes.
Give us some more examples.
So, yeah, that was also something that's a big part of publishing, I think, especially a magazine. It's to have those consistent articles that people look forward to. We have culinary school, where we teach a skill.
Yeah.
We had knife skills in the first issue. We have step-by-steps. Like, we did a lot of challah, like September, October season.
Yeah, Naomi.
We did like the challahs. We
Yeah.
had Naomi Elberg, and then we had Kayla from the Kitchen New York do a pretzel challah. And then we have the Restaurant Chronicles, which is always something restaurant-related. We have our Butcher's Cut, our interview. We have the cookbook review. So there's like very solid columns that we have each issue. It builds like interest into those stories.
Come on, well, we're in his studio, so let's at least
Okay.
let's at least plug.
Nachum himself, here, let's put that up to the camera. Nachum
it.
Siegel
It's so
himself has a nice article, Nachum's Travel
By the
Tips.
way, Naomi, if you ever need any blackmail, we have some really funny pictures of him when we did that shoot.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's
yes.
so funny. Where did you do this shoot? By Judd?
No, it's actually by us.
By us.
In the house?
Actually, this inspired, like in the next year, we really hope to get all the people that we interview into our studio to do a fun photo. So we had asked
Ideally with
Nachum,
food.
inspired by the travel issue, what's your favorite international dish? Like, you travel to so many places, what's your favorite things? He said shawarma. So we actually got shawarma from a local place, plated it, and had Nachum eating shawarma.
Okay, well, I'm in on that.
Yeah, I think it's just so fun to give
We should
life
do
to
a
that
dinner for
interview.
all the editors.
Yeah, that would be really fun. That's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here on
Which
Table
editors?
for Two.
The guest
They
editors.
get like
Oh,
the future
I
Pesach
thought you meant editors
editor.
of like other publications.
No, the editor.
Yes.
That's
and you
also-
could do that too. The future Pesach editor, me, the past editor Pesach, Danielle.
Oh, that's cute.
Esty Walby, Donnie Klein. Who else has done Elisheva Tate?
Like Salmanov, Chef
Hi.
Chaya.
Well, Elisha
Chaya.
edits every issue.
Oh,
She's-
okay.
She's mega amazing.
Got Chef Isaac coming up.
He's
Yeah.
always in it, right?
But he's going to be the guest editor of our upcoming Jewish Deli issue.
Yeah, I saw that. And that was right when I was in Crown Heights after I had seen Chani. You had gone, and then you did this whole...
Yeah, we did a deli
Bit of an
crawl.
impromptu deli crawl, but
We're very excited about that. Like, that's, again, like this concept of, it's in our January issue. It's going to be the concept of old school Jewish deli, but like new school, where Jewish deli is going.
So let's talk about the crawl, because not
Yeah.
everyone... The three of us know what a crawl is. Natalie knows a London, and I'm going to do a London crawl. But
That's
what
cool.
what do you mean by food crawl? I know what
I actually
it is.
hate the word. Like there's certain words that like trigger me.
Like a
But
pub crawl.
It's a cool.
It's a pub crawl. Comes
No,
from a
like
pub
like
crawl.
even calling it foodies and whatever. Like somehow these things just get.
I
to me.
know.
Certain
I-
But it
terms,
is.
'cause
It
they're
is. That's what it is.
overused.
It's basically running from.
We crawl from one restaurant to another.
By the way, at the end, you are crawling.
Yeah.
You're
By
either
the
drunk
way.
or full. I mean, not a pub crawl. You're drunk.
I actually
And
got
we don't
messages
do
from
the-
people
We don't
asking
do
us.
pub crawls. We just do food.
Popular here because that's what we used to do as
What?
kids. We
What?
go on a sukkah crawl. We go
A sukkah
Oh, that's
crawl.
cute.
We call
Yeah.
it sukkah hop.
Aha.
right, so we call it the sukkah crawl, and by the end of
What do we
it,
call it?
you're high on sweets.
That what?
By the end
You're
of
high
the
on
sukkah crawl,
sweets.
you're high on sweets.
Yeah, lollies, lots of lollies, right?
Yeah, but so far our crawls have been very
Challenge. Very
heavy.
challenge-focused.
Challenge.
Someone actually asked, like, how do we do it all?
You have a bite.
So we really have a bite. We actually went to VIP grill. It wasn't actually, we weren't really doing challenge. We were doing more deli, but like we ordered a bunch of food. Everyone took really a taste, and we had so much food left. We gave it to the table next to us. They were so excited, like we shouldn't have
Where's
ordered.
VIP Grill?
In Borough Park on 13th Avenue.
I think I was there. After they're open like till midnight,
Till like 2 o'clock.
two o'clock in the morning. Wait,
Yeah.
did I go there after when I did the A-Time event? I went. You sent me there. Okay, I went there with Malky Knopfler. We did the A-Time Chinese auction when ZK was the engineer, and we went there. Mamish at like 1 o'clock in the morning. We're eating. I want to say schnitzel sandwich
yeah.
or something ridiculous, but it was delicious.
But I'm like a true, authentic Fleischk's individual. Like I could eat the schnitzel sandwich you said at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I could eat
I'll
schnitzel
wake
sandwich.
up and eat that for breakfast too.
So, but can I
no
just say,
problems.
wait. I need to have 1 cup of coffee with milk in it in the morning.
Right,
I'm
and
with
then
you
we
on
can
that.
be Fleischk's,
Schleimy is totally with you on that.
I
But
need
I could
one-
legit
One
like
cup of coffee with a
wake
slice
up
of
and
cheesecake.
sear
Cheesecake?
No,
I'm
sear
with that.
steak. Sear steak.
Really?
She's
I
gonna
love that.
vomit.
I love I
And
love
she's not even Australian or South African.
I know. I would love it. I would love that.
It's
but
the
I need to
Russian,
have my
it's the
coffee
Russian
in the
in it.
morning. I need 1 cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, I hear that.
Half an hour later, wash my teeth, brush it, clean out. Then I can. I totally have steak. I've no problem with that. When we were in South Africa last year for winter break, we were Fleischk's every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I started my day off with a cup of coffee, and then we ate sausages and eggs or steak and eggs for breakfast. That's how it goes. So, I don't know if you
Yes.
saw my daughter Gabi. I had come back from Baltimore, and I went to Wasserman and Lemberger's. Have you been there, guys?
We haven't
Yeah.
been, but we know them.
Oh,
well.
you must. It's
That-
They were
They sell the
closed when
magazine
we
there.
came.
yes,
We
the
came, like,
the magazine was
the
is there.
Aufschnitt family.
Yeah, yes.
that's all
They
we
are
really
amazing, and they gave me a huge platter of meat, of
They
air
do-
dried
it's,
meat.
It's not
Oh,
regular
wow, that's
charcuterie.
so
It's
cool.
called
air-
Wunderwurst, Wunderfleisch.
I can look
That's
it up.
very interesting.
Wunderfleisch, no? Something like
Yes. It was amazing. And air dried, a whole different technique than what we've seen before from all the other guys who do lovely things, but this was on a league of its own. And I brought some back and I opened it up and my daughter Gabby's like freaking out on Instagram. She's like, I'm like, say that on Instagram, Gabby. She's never had such good meat. She's like, I
Really?
love
Wow.
meat all day, all night. We love Fleischk's
If we
in our
didn't
house.
have kids to pick up, we would be going to Baltimore now.
I know, right? 4-hour drive each way, so
Why
what?
not?
No, we
On
get
the
some
busiest
Chinese for the
day
way
of
home also.
year.
David Chan? What's it
Yeah,
called?
so we got the dumplings from there. What else did
We
I
actually
go?
stopped there on the way home from Pesach in Maryland,
Oh, that's right.
and it was outstanding. It was just
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, it
it's
was very
good
good.
Chinese food.
Very good Chinese.
And then I ate it. There's a new place there, Chef Dan. Also, I ate there. That was pretty good. Give
What
them
was it?
definitely a
Those
big
are
shout
trains
out.
or-
No, Milchik. He had a
Ah.
huge menu.
Like a diner?
Yeah. At the in the JCC it was
Cool.
Milchik's. Very different, like cauliflower hamburgers, like vegetable burgers. Yeah. Okay, so what can we expect to see in the next issue, guys?
Next issue is really fun.
Parties.
Parties?
Yeah, it's
Hanukkah.
our Hanukkah issue.
Oh, right.
So the theme
'Cause,
was like how to like entertaining parties, how to throw a party, how to throw a dinner party.
Natalie, go on.
Yeah, she
You can
she's
talk.
Like, this is what I do.
You don't have to point. You
Exactly,
can.
this is exactly what I do. So,
Do you-
It's very cool.
Can we get Fleischk's in London? They're carrying it. Can we get it in Australia?
It is in Australia by subscription.
Do you need me to take some to sell at Golds?
We have to get back on that.
Yeah,
But
I'm leaving on
England,
Sunday.
It's in, you mentioned before, London, Manchester, and Gateshead.
I can take some
Belgium.
because I'm going. You reach out to Golds in Sydney.
Oh, I know Miriam well.
Yeah, because I'm going to, but the Sydney one. I'm not going to Melbourne.
Oh, okay, I used to live with Melbourne. She's in Melbourne.
Okay, so you tell them I'll bring it to the Sydney one. I'll bring them. I'm also bringing Perfect Flavors.
So what are you bringing in your hand luggage?
Fleischk's magazine.
No, but you told us what
They
kind of food
always
you're
know.
schlepping.
They always know. Didn't I call you up right before I went to Virginia?
Yes.
And then I gave the pilots the magazine to hold.
Oh, that's
actually
cute.
very
That's
It was
awesome.
only would be good if
That
it
is
were the
awesome.
travel issue, but I didn't have that.
Are you
yet.
going to be in Miami in the near future?
in February?
Very cool. So you're talking about the Hanukkah issue. We went to Miami. So we have a whole guide on Miami. I'm sure you know everything.
We went
I don't know if you're going to need
with
it.
our photographer.
With our photographer, and we did most of our issue in Miami.
Rena G.
So we went to Rena G's house. She's amazing. And then we also went to, you've ever been to Sammy and Susu?
Yes, it's on my highlights on my Instagram.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so we did a whole thing on them. And so we're going to do, based on that experience, how to throw the ultimate dessert party for Hanukkah.
We're showing people how to
Yeah,
recreate
it's
that
really
dessert
cool.
table, that whole
I'm
party.
very excited about
Oh,
the
I
article.
cannot wait to see that. Guys, if you want to see
I'm
it,
gonna pull up a picture.
go
picture-
go
those
onto
pictures
my Instagram
Yeah,
to
you
my
must
highlights.
check it out.
Wait. I can do it. I can hold it up to the camera. Hold on.
Do you have the
on.
good song? We have the good song.
I don't know.
behind ours.
I'm gonna find it. Miami
we
tour.
still we say oppa.
Oppa!
And Liba's like Taseli oppa. She knows the
She
song
knows the
already.
song. She was
Oh,
there with
that's
us.
so funny. So I know Oppa from Birthright. Guys, I'm going on Birthright for Hanukkah. I'm so excited.
Okay,
I'm
so this is the final dessert table.
okay, let's hold that up to the camera.
It's going to be it's like a small picture.
Sideways, so you can see.
Okay, I'm trying to find it on my phone. I'm gonna.
Technicality. So we're talking about just doing this awesome dessert party. What are you doing? Oh,
Okay, here's Sammy Susu. He's crazy. This is him.
it's wise and fuzzy.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it up for dessert table, right? Okay, I'm just gonna hold it up. Can they see that? This is me. If you're watching our Instagram, is it going? Yeah. Watch what he's doing. Okay, this is from my highlights on Instagram. I'm gonna keep talking, but if you are watching, is it going, ZK?
Basically, he comes with
Yeah,
he starts throwing cookie crumbs and chocolate and meringues.
is the most
He
epic
sprays
photo of
chocolate sauces and caramel sauces. There's creme brulees. There's puddings. It's
There's
just like
homemade Tim Tams.
homemade
I was
Tim
Look
Tams.
at the
freaking out
shot
at that.
Schneier got of it, our talented photographer.
Oh my God,
It's
Schneier,
art.
you
It's
are
art.
amazing. He's Israeli. He's hilarious. Is it still going, ZK? If you are watching it on the highlights, I had to highlight that. It was from my book tour, but I had to
We actually
save
took
that.
a video. When the issue comes out, we'll post it on Facebook so that people can see the
Tell
whole
me when
show.
it's over.
Wait, there's no music.
No, you can't hear it because it's plugged in.
Oh, okay.
And we're also talking. Okay. He does this to music. It's still going. Should I turn on the sound? Is it going?
Yeah. You know,
Have a look at that.
I was actually talking to him because he's from Kiryat Gat, and I studied there 22 years ago. And we were just talking about like the different places we used to hang out there, the different bakeries. It was just really fascinating. It was funny to be able to reminisce about the
He's
same
very
places.
creative.
Oh, yeah.
Very creative. Is it still going, ZK? It's still going. It's almost finished for those of you who are watching. Okay, so let's get Rabbi Rapoport on the phone and then we'll have a quick chat with him and then we'll talk a little bit more to Natalie. Just a little before, I'm going to put the phone down.
Rabbi Rapoport actually has his program in our travel issue.
Right.
We were talking about it just the other day.
So we were right. So hold on. I'm going to hold this up to the camera. This is Rabbi Benny Rapoport. He's been on the show
MyKosherPocono.com.
many times. We put on the Instagram on the how to get a hold of him on the screen if those of you are watching. PoconoKosher.com. And
we were actually talking about the program the other day, and
he's in Flashix right next to my article because we are buddies. See, this was well placed.
my first time skiing was at his program also, which is again like 20 years ago.
He's absolutely fantastic. The warmest, most generous person. He and his wife, his Rebbetzin, is the caterer to these beautiful Shabbat programs.
But
that
it's
he
pretty
runs.
awesome that you go skiing and you have kosher options there. You come down to a hot meal.
It's
It used to be
unreal.
you come down the slopes and you watch everyone else eating like in these places.
Yeah. Natalie, do you ski?
Yes and no. So I went when I was 8 and was 10, but because of the food situation, never again.
Right. You need to be able to eat when you come off the mountain, right? And at the end of a long day.
Yeah, you don't realize what kind of exercise it really is.
Right. It's
Starving.
crazy.
You're starving.
Welcome, Rabbi Benny Rapoport. Back to Table for Two. How are you?
Shalom Aleichem. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me back.
My pleasure. This is your third appearance on our show. We have you on every year, right around Hanukkah,
Chazaka.
to be our man and many more continued years, and hopefully Next year, you'll be organizing them. After Mashiach comes, we'll be in Israel, and you'll make programs for us in Israel. We're very excited to keep working with you. Shabbat Poconos Getaway.
Thank you. And Hatzlacha to you and the next cookbook and the next cookbook. Continue with the sellouts. And Baruch Hashem.
Thank you. Okay, so what's going on this year? It's a little bit different.
Oh, yes. It's exciting, actually, because we're at the Hilton, the beautiful Hilton in Scranton Conference Center. It's a beautiful, spacious, wonderful facility. And we'll be spending Shabbos there on Hanukkah. We'll be spending Shabbos there at winter break. Just a warm, beautiful program with entertainment and day camp and beautiful meals, of course, served in the ballroom. We even have a couple of private dining rooms available.
Oh, nice. That's always good to know.
Reunions. Yes, very popular. I believe for Hanukkah, we only have one private dining space left. A lot of interest. Interestingly enough, for some reason, it's been we're a month away, and we already have like an 80% capacity filled.
Gosh.
So we're like 20 rooms left, and it's just a lot of past guests that have come year to year, and it's just a very warm and beautiful, warm Shabbos feeling. And plus, as Shlomi was saying, the skiing is up the road, 10 minutes away, a great mountain. My kids have learned to ski there. So many people have come.
What mountain is it? What mountain?
It's called Montage Mountain.
Montage Mountain. I'm not from the big skiers. I'm like the beach scene, because growing up in Sydney, Australia, snow is very far away, so I did not ski. But I do know how to ski. I have skied. But, people always like to know which mountain. They're very into their mountain.
I
posted my story about his program because that was the first time I ever went skiing. And some Israelis took me up on the mountain, and they told me they're going to teach me. And basically, we got it for the lift, and they're come. I'm like, what do you mean come?
At the advanced mountain.
Yeah, it wasn't the beginner's course.
Oh my God, I would say
and they told me you just go, and if you need to stop, taseh pizza. And I'm like, what?
Pizza?
They meant to take your skis and point them.
You're right.
Wedge the skis, yeah. You want to wedge the skis. So
but pizza, he's a foodie. He tried ordering a pizza to stop the ski.
I basically came tumbling down the hill.
But then he had good food to eat after.
Yeah, that was the bottom line. It was great to come down and have a hot meal. It was like really awesome.
That's just interesting. That's how Pocono Kosher started. About 10 years ago, we were brokering tickets at Montage, and we're sitting there. Everybody's eating. All the non-Jewish guests are eating tray of food, and we're hot, delicious food, and we're eating carrots and tuna fish, and we're like, you know what? Out there on the mountain, it's cold. You're tired. It's exhausting, and we have to do. So we arranged to set up hot kosher meals, and that is just a wonderful way to enjoy the beautiful outdoors, family time, and be able to enjoy dinner at the end of the day. So that's kind of how things started, and then it spread to Kalahari, and then to Radisson, and then to the Hilton, and it's just really been wonderful. We love the hosting, and we love meeting people, and we're so happy that you came with your family last year, and we look forward to the next opportunity.
We came to when it was at the Lackawanna Hotel in Scranton. We loved it. We had a great Shabbos, and then I think 2 times before that we were in the Kalahari.
You know what I love? The crowd is so warm. People always call, and the first question they'll ask is, so what kind of people come? Is it Yeshivish? Is it Hasidish?
It's everything.
Modern? And I tell people, you know what? It's a beautiful blend. Everybody gels. It's relaxing. It's wonderful. It's not ostentatious. It's just a very warm atmosphere, and we just hope to continue to do that. Ad Biazgal Tzedek.
Beautiful. And can I just say the food is excellent. I've got to give the food stamp of approval. The food is very good.
Coming from you, that's a compliment.
Can I just say, my daughter still talks about, we're talking about it before, on the table for lunch, they make their own charcuterie board, like a little salamis and cool things but they make it themselves. Like
question. Do you have to ski?
No, you could just go to have fun.
Just go and eat?
Yes, you can.
There's so much more to do than skiing. I mean, there's so many local attractions, indoors and outdoors, even just around where the Hilton is. I mean, there's absolutely. And most people are coming actually because they want to be with their family. They want a place to go where they can be with their family and don't have to worry about schlepping sandwiches and meals, and everything's taken care of for them. That's really, any attractions. Like even our Malava Malka program, our Saturday night program, people, like in the earlier years, we would actually have entertainers hired. People just love the time together. So our setup is actually Malava Malka party stations where people just enjoy the company, all the different places to try different types of food, whether it's the poke bowl station, whether it's the waffle station, whether it's the personal pizzas, just that environment. This year we have actually a screen printing workshop, a photo booth, just enjoying the space.
I love that you're doing that.
Family.
You've upped the ante every year. Add something cool to your program. That's absolutely fantastic. So we have a special code for our listeners today.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna give away 10 ski packages for 2, lift and rental. That's a $150 value for the first 10 people that register. That's going to expire before Shabbos, so you have about 48 hours till Friday afternoon to book that. Book Shabbos Hanukkah. We have about 20 rooms left, and the first 10 will get a free ski package. They can use that Friday. They can use that Sunday. They can use that any day of the season.
That's for people that book for Shabbos.
Correct. Book for Shabbos Hanukkah, and they can get...
You have to book for Shabbos Hanukkah to get this, okay, for the Shabbos Hanukkah program. Amazing.
Yeah. The other giveaways are separate, exactly. There'll be something for Kalahari, but this is what we're offering for your listeners and for your fans.
Remember, this show is airing next Friday, December. Just gonna get that. December 6th. This show is airing December 6th. So make sure you're logging in right away as soon as you hear this.
Absolutely.
Okay, incredible.
10 packages, yep.
Okay, amazing. That is such a great deal. I look forward to be able to join you. I'm actually going to be in Australia when this is airing. So, and I'm going to be in Israel for Shabbat Hanukkah. So I'm sorry I will personally be missing that.
And you're definitely not going to be skiing, though.
I will not be skiing. I'm not going to Har Chemron to go skiing. I'm going to be in Yerushalayim at Kadosh eating breakfast.
Oh, that's my favorite bakery.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to be on Birthright, so I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm leading a Birthright food trip then, so I'm very excited. Thank you so much, Rabbi. I love having you on. Hatzlacha to you and your Rebbetzin.
Lots of mazel and lots of nachas from your family.
Thank you.
And success in all the projects you're doing. It should be easy and successful.
Amen. Thank you, and same to you. We'll touch base in a little bit. All right, guys.
Bezat Hashem.
Follow Pocono Kosher on Instagram. You can reach out to Rabbi Rapoport at mypoconokosher.com, and you can email info@mypoconokosher.com for these amazing events. I'm just holding it up to the camera so people can see. Natalie, how you doing?
Oh, this has been so exciting and interesting. I'm really hungry. Where are we going for lunch?
I know. I'm really hungry.
We go to Dilla.
Well, maybe Shlomi will make some suggestions where we should go. Have you been to Dilla, Shlomi?
I would love to go to Dilla, but it's not Chalav Yisrael. They do some
Is it
Parov
Mary?
stuff?
They do Parov stuff.
I think
They
it's
do Parov?
Parov.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll Uber Eats something down.
Yeah.
How's the weather outside?
Bad.
Yeah, not bad.
We actually have to get back. We were talking about our scheduling and
what's
printing.
going on?
We're actually printing the Hanukkah in the next 2 days, and Thanksgiving is really throwing us off.
Right.
That's one of the challenges also, like you have with it's not just advertising, printing and dealing with the printers and the trucking and mailing.
From start to finish, how long does it take to do an edition?
Well, I mean, it's a month.
A month.
I mean, yeah.
Takes the full month. Close it up? Do you overlap? Do you close it
They
up?
totally overlap. We're going to print Hanukkah. We've already shot the pictures which means that we have the recipes for January, which is the deli issue.
We've got to get on with the Pesach.
And we're already talking about February, which is the restaurant issue. So yeah, they definitely do overlap.
So we need to get moving, don't we?
In the next few weeks.
Okay, remember I'm away a lot, so we've got to start getting cracking on. I'm very excited to be doing Pesach with you guys. More perfect for Pesach. Natalie, thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to hanging out and talking.
Yeah, in London. We're going to hang in London, Naomi.
Tell all the listeners where we can find you, how they can find you.
Probably the best way to find me is on Instagram. So it's Natella, NATELLA.eats, EATS.
And websites? No, I have a website and never use it. Instagram is my blog.
Exactly, and
because I mean, your website is a different name. It's really your business name. It's
the Aussie Gourmet, yeah. But
it's not NaomiNachman.com. You should actually do that.
I have it. You can do NaomiNachman.com and it brings you to the AussieGourmet.com.
Yep. A Yiddish cup.
So we have Nutella Eats. You can find you on Instagram, reach out to you. Shidduchim, food, networking,
events, business,
taxes?
Friendship. Taxes, not so much anymore.
Yeah, taxes is boring.
Taxes is boring.
I know that from my husband. So, okay, lots of great things coming your way, and I can't wait to follow your adventures. Shifra and Shlomi, another great edition.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. Finally, we got you in the studio. Yep. Oh man,
glad we made it happen.
A very long time. CK, how are you? Good. You're good. We had a nice, 5 guests because the clients count as 2, and we had Miriam Pascal from Overtime Cook. We're going to do a giveaway with her in a couple of weeks. Congratulations again to Miriam Pollock for winning Variations by Daniela Silva. We have Natalie Breyer from London, Rabbi Benny Rapoport from Pocono Kosher. We had a very busy show. I told you it's going to be busy, guys. We have music sponsored by our friends at Kedem all the way up to Lichtbenching. I hope that you all had an amazing week, and we'll have another amazing week and a big Shabbat Shalom. Stay tuned. Happy cooking. Good Shabbos.